Yeah, salute to my peoples, man. We up in this thing once again. You feel me? And here to talk a little boxing with the family. Just slide through as you like. Slide through as you like. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? What is this? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. All my folks out there, all my hardworking people, you know what I'm saying? And other people too. You feel me? However you get it, you get it. It's none of my business. You feel me? Uh yeah, let's talk a little bit of this, what's going on right now. Headline news, Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia, and in my opinion, rightfully so, because Devin could have died in there. I hear people saying, hey, Ryan is innocent. And if he did have it in his system, it's just a small, teeny amount. And also, if he had it in his system, he didn't know. But like the homie pointed out yesterday, the right side, even if he didn't know he had it in the system, it was still in the system. And he still reaped the benefits of what was in his system. So I don't want to hear nobody coming back making no excuses for Ryan Garcia. Because, period, point blank, the man cheated. The B sample was going to come back positive, just like the A sample did. Even Ryan Garcia says that. So if you're not Ryan Garcia, you really don't know what you're talking about because you don't know more about it than he know. So, I really don't understand what they're talking about. I'm hearing this guy's been proven innocent and all this. No, the Nandrolone came back inconclusive with the second batch or whatever, inconclusive. So that still doesn't mean that they didn't find trace amounts of it in the first batch, because I'm understanding, uh, with this guy that was talking to Mill City. Excuse me, y'all. This guy that was talking to Mill City earlier. Uh, he helped Ryan Garcia lose his last few pounds. Matter of fact, he said he helped Ryan Garcia lose 14 pounds, and that he said that when you're losing weight, then those enzymes can be released that are stored in your fat. So that breaks down right there how Ryan Garcia would have tested, negative all of those days leading up to the fight and then pop dirty. That right there kind of explains that, So I guess we'll see, on the 22nd for sure. But I really don't myself need to the 22nd to know that this guy has something in the system. If it's in the A sample, it's always been in the B sample. And if it happens not to be in the B sample, I guess it's a first time for everything. But I would just say, we're gonna wait for this B sample to pop up and see what they say. But as far as Devin Haney goes, I'm hearing some rumors about Devin Haney retiring, and I hope those rumors are not true. I would like to see Devin Haney come back and resume his career and go on to do great things like he has. Bruce Gas, salute family. Welcome to the Chop Shop. I hope to see him going in boxing to do great things. I still want to see Devin Haney fight Tank. I want to see Devin Haney fight Shakur. But I'm gonna talk about that a little later because I made out a little list of the fights that I want to see, and those are one of the combinations that's on there for me. But I want to talk about how important is it for a fighter to keep their oath? How important is it? Is it really so important that you are justified in ducking another fighter because you might think that that fighter has a possible chance of taking your oath? I don't know. But as a fan, I would say no, as a fan. But I'm not in those boxers' shoes. So I don't really know why they do what they do, but I just know I don't like some of the stuff that they do. And as a fan, it turns me off when it comes to being a supporter of certain fighters. Now, the ones that I really like are the ones that's going to go and try and make all of the best fights that they can possibly make. I want the ones that when somebody is calling their name, they answer that call. I don't think that's too much to ask, but some of these fighters seem to think that. I mean, just look at how hard it's been for Jaron Ennis to get a fight. He's not fighting because he don't want to fight. He's fighting because people don't want to fight him. He got an interesting fight coming up against Cody Crowley that I'm, excited to see. Cody Crowley is an undefeated fighter, and of course Boots is also. So both of them putting their O's up. So regardless of who really wins, you got to give them both their props because they came in and they fought each other. And they're going to see which one of them is really the best with their fists. Boxing is the only sport on earth where two men could not like each other and put hands on each other legally. And that's boxing. I mean, I guess you could say hockey too, but hockey is not 12 rounds of two men putting their hands on each other, you know. So that's why I respect boxing so much. And, that's why I want to see these boxers go out there and risk it all to be great. I understand in the beginning, you're not going to fight the best fighters in the beginning. But when you get up to a certain level where you have become champion, then after that, it shouldn't be no more Rolly Romero's and stuff like that. It shouldn't be no more of the first Garcia. That's just, I guess, that's just to build his bank, but I still don't like that, because me as a fan, you asking me to pay for this, and I don't want to pay for that. And if I don't want to pay for it, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I don't pay for it. That's just what it is. So, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has a great fight coming up against Frank Martin, I must say. I got to give him his props on that, you know. But I just hope he continues to, fight those type of fights henceforth. He said he got a list of 7. So it can't be no scrubs on that list, Tank. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So we got Tank versus Frank coming up. And I think it's a dangerous fight for Tank. I think that Frank Martin's footwork could pose some problems for Tank, but I also acknowledge that Tank has great footwork. I also acknowledge that Tank got that one hitter quitter power, and Frank, although he has power, I don't believe that his power is one hitter quitter. I think it's more of a cumulative type of thing. Uh, I would like to see. I can't wait to see this fight. I'm going to pay for this fight. I'm going to support this fight most definitely because it deserves it. And I hope that all of you that can and that's able to support the fight supports the fight. Uh, what do I predict is going to happen? I'm gonna say this. My heart say Frank. I want Frank to win, But I don't believe that Frank is going to win. I believe that Tank's skills is, you know, a step above Frank's, at least a step, and it's going to show. Tank is, in the I say in the middle rounds, Tank will start catching Frank, and um, that's when we'll see just how good Frank's footwork is. When Tank starts to pour on his arsenal and starts to go on the offense, because Tank does start off slow and he likes to build his offense up. And as it seemed like to me, as Tank really starts to kick in gear, then that's when he get him out of there. When he turn up a gear. So that's what I see happening with the Frank fight. I I hope it does it, and I hope that Frank can prove me wrong, and I will be happy for Frank if he does. I would like to see him, win, but at the same time, I don't hope for Tank's downfall either. I like Tank. I want to see him win too. He's a young brother that's made something of himself, and I respect that. You know, well, what I don't respect is the Devin hate. That's what I don't respect. I don't respect it because Devin is a young man that made something of himself too. Everything he got off his hard work. His hard work. Of course, his pops out there as his mouthpiece. Uh, his pops has done a great job when it comes to Devin. His pops has made sure that we continue to talk about Devin, and we continue to keep his name alive in the media, on the internet, on YouTube, IG. People talk about Devin. You know, just this loss that happened with Cambosis last weekend. Now I'm looking around for all the memes, and I don't really see them. Not like it was when Devin lost. And I don't get that. Did Floyd Mayweather ruin boxing? Did he ruin boxing by retiring undefeated the way he did? Because I don't really see people talking about Andre Ward doing it as much as they talk about Floyd Mayweather doing it. Andre Ward kind of quietly did his thing. I mean, of course he made noise. Yes, he did. Can't take that away from him. And Andre Ward is one of my favorite fighters of all time. But Andre Ward, of course, didn't make the same type of noise that Floyd Mayweather did. I guess it was just something Floyd Mayweather had. Thomas Hill, salute, fam. Welcome to the Chop Shop. I guess it was something that Floyd Mayweather had that propelled him leagues above other people. Uh, was it the undefeated record that did it? Was it that? Because I know towards the end of Floyd's career, when he was Money May instead of Pretty Boy, a lot of people tuned in to see him lose. And they paid to see him lose, because back then it really wasn't no fire stakes like it is now. So you had to pay to see the fight if you wanted to see it that night. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Hill say, nah, there was a fighter from the UK that retired after him undefeated in Kawasaki. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. Kawasaki was a bad boy too. You know what I'm saying? I remember when him and Bernard Hopkins had that fight, man. That was the dude. Bernard Hopkins said he'd never lose to a white boy. I remember that. Kawasaki shocked the world when he beat Bernard too. He was a bad boy, man, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But even Kawasaki though didn't have the fame that Floyd had. Gotta admit that. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. You know what I'm saying? The numbers don't lie. Highest gates, highest pay-per-views. I mean, it speaks for itself. Now, was they bad? Was they bad motherfuckers? Yes, they was. You know what I'm saying? Say it was the whole summer Mayweather that made the huge impact of the scope of boxing. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I would say what it was is just Floyd made himself a villain. He went up there, he talked big shit, he put his riches in front of people's face, and a lot of people didn't like that, and a lot of people wanted to see him lose because of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it real. That's how player haters are. You know, you got plenty of player haters in the world, and that hate a person because of what they got. You know, instead of tapping them on the shoulder if they can and asking them how they got it, or buying a book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you can dive into the mind of that person if they got one. You know, but instead of doing that, some people just choose to hate. So they paid to see him lose. How you know how many people wanted to see him lose to Pacquiao? Oh my goodness. That's why they were so disappointed when he beat him so easily. Disappointed easily. It wasn't even. It looked like it wasn't even an effort for him, jabbing him up like he was. That's one punch that I love from Mayweather that I wish Devin would incorporate more of into his arsenal is that jab to the stomach. Jab to the stomach. Floyd stayed. That was his bread and butter. Jab to the stomach, bro. Mayweather, money made, jab to the stomach. And you just think, if you ever been in a ring and been hit in the body, you know that that like you can feel that for a couple rounds where you got hit at. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how much it even hurts you or impacts you. So if you just keep getting hit to the same spot, oh my God, that spot got to be on fire halfway through the night, and then you ended up doing the same thing. Oh my goodness, it's a recipe for disaster, man. And that was one of Floyd's bread and butters. I wish Dale would incorporate that into his arsenal and use it. Uh, because in the fight between him and Ryan, I thought that, of course, Ryan hurt him in the first round, but the next 3, 4 rounds, Dale took back control just by boxing. But he still wasn't doing no jabs to the stomach. That's all I'm saying. Thomas Hill say made himself a villain, made himself the draw, and marketed his record alongside his resume further the cause. To further the cause. Everybody wanted to see him lose, and others wanted to see him perform. He was a consummate boxer, entertainer. Facts, facts, man. His trolling was second to none, though. Thomas Hill, second to none. When I think about him trolling, I always think about that press conference with him and Oscar De La Hoya when he was like, "I'm so scared." I said, "Oh man, this dude's a master. He's a master. He had Oscar hot, and that's probably what. Hey, that's probably part of what won him the fight because Oscar was in his feelings. He stole his gym bag and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to go over this real quick and see what y'all think about this real quick. Hold on. See what y'all think about this real quick.
Why am I DMing you to tell you I did something wrong? No, you know, I DM'd him out of respect because he sent me a message. You know, what's going on over there? And I told him it was a rough weight cut. He was in and out and in and out.
Mills. You right there.
Pain in the ass. It was hard. But he's a
Yeah.
professional, you know. Who's that?
Casey.
Casey, we're talking about what's going on right now. Again, I was upset that you brought my name in without you calling me, which I have no problem. I DM'd you. You asked me what was going on. I said the weight cut is horrendous. Then you asked me about the PEDs. And I said, I have no clue. I just saw it the way you saw it on the Instagram. And that was it. That's all. And I said, I have the utmost respect for you, your knowledge and everything just now. You know?
Right. No. Likewise, I was just clarifying. I just said you're a world-renowned trainer. I said that.
Right.
I didn't say negative about it. I just said about clarity.
No, I know.
was trying to clarify.
Right, but that's why I texted you, right or wrong. I said, what? I didn't do anything wrong. I said, let's talk. I said, call me. Is it on your messages?
Yep. But I was all caught up trying to.
How the fuck do I know what that number is after he's sweating and come out? He stopped. You know what I'm saying? I had no clue. And it wasn't even a real scale case. You know what I'm saying? It was the scale in the gym. So I don't know if he was 43, 42, 46. You understand what I'm saying? Usually, like I'm with Richie Hutchinson and Danny, we always have that real scale there. So me being a little anal, when we were on the bus with Vada there, I said, do me a favor, Danny, just spit into the cup a little. So he did. And then when we got there, it was 143.2. And that was it.
You mean Ryan? Ryan.
Yeah. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? I came in there like Ray Donovan. And I know you love Ray Donovan, Casey. That's all it was. Like I told him, nobody knows I did Carlos Valdemir against Floyd Mayweather's weight cuts.
Right.
That's all. That's all I did. I didn't even go to the ceremonial weigh-in. I had fucking bronchitis, dude. I was sick as a dog during this whole thing.
Wow.
I had the 5, like I was told the guys, so I want you to hear it. 5 poached eggs, sourdough bread, hide, and then 9 o'clock that morning, the day of the fight, Ryan called me with his chef. He said, Scooter, I really like I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book. And I didn't go for the rest of the day. They asked me if I was coming back. We're in the van. They asked me if you want to go to the ceremonial weigh-in. I said, to be honest with you, not really. I'm sick. I did what I had to do, and I want to go home. So I said, just if you can have that call for me to go back. No problem. I left after this weigh-in, okay? I don't know what goes on. Did he do IV? I can't say no because I wasn't there. But you're not gaining 30 pounds of liquid on an IV. That's 11 liters. My wife is a nurse. You know what I'm saying? That's unheard of. Okay? A lot of fighters, okay, I'm going to give you a little tip. A lot of fighters, you don't have to make through the IBF 10-pound weigh-in the next morning. That's rough for a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because they sodium load a little too much and they get distended and bloated. Pedialyte has a little too much sodium to rehydrate. I don't rate it with my stuff, with perfect people, and we got 2 pounds off them. Done.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So after the 143.2 weigh-in, I left. I gave him his rehydration, like I said, and then 9 o'clock that morning, the day of the fight, I really trust you. What do you want me to eat? I said, not a toast, avocado, and a little hunt. Great. Felt fucking Scooter. I'm filling out and look good. Gives me another call. Scoot, what do you think I should have for lunch? So I told the chef, have a couple of sweet potatoes I had him have at the end. Did I come in and do the full job? I tried to. Did I get 11 hours? Yes. But there's no hanky-panky that I knew he wanted 3. There's no way you can tell. You feel me? I wasn't, Derek was with me. We went out. That's what the number was. Okay. There's no way Ryan knew what the number was. That's all I'm saying. Like they're saying that, he tried to cheat. I just don't see that from my point of view of doing the weight cut. Do you understand, George? I mean, I'm telling you, I'm right. It's an open book. I have nothing to hide. Like when I heard somebody say, talking about that guy Casey was on here. I mean, why would yeah, he called me. He said, "What's on here?" Which was real weird to me because I respect the kid. But I'm doing this a long time. I was involved with something that wasn't right. That's how they felt. Okay.
Like you wanted to distance yourself away from that situation.
I have nothing to do with what's going on. I came in there. You know who Ray Donovan is, right? Remember, to drop some weight, not to do anything else. And I don't know, what these things are. What I hear, okay, and I have no issues telling you, when you drop a lot of water, metabolites come out that are stored in the fat. And that could have been. But it could be from a tainted substance because it's so minute.
That's the part I was talking about when he talked about how when you drop the weight, the metabolites come out. That's his way of saying when you drop weight, these chemicals that are stored in the muscles are released sometimes. So if he was using Ostarine and he was cycling down off of it and he thought it was all out of his system, once he started dropping weight, particles that were not dissolved fully were released. And that's how he popped dirty. Oh, Thomas Hill, let me rinse you up too, fam. DP Rocker, salute, family. Welcome to the Chop Shop, man. Yeah, let me get on this page. So, yeah, that's how he passed all of those and then he fell. That's exactly how. So people try to make it seem like it's something fishy with that. It's not. It's not nothing fishy with that, man. It's just that some of those people that's on Ryan's side just hate Devin. That's all. Because I ain't see nobody riding like this for Dillian White when he popped dirty. I ain't see nobody riding like this for Fury when he popped dirty. I was, still Mexicans riding for Canelo when he popped dirty. But we know they diehards, just like, some Tank fans. I ain't going to say all, because I know some solid brothers that just want to see the best fights. So I say some. And also, Big Baby Miller when he popped dirty. It wasn't no uproar. We got on their ass. Yeah. Some of us got on their ass, but it really wasn't no uproar, no big show of support like it is Ryan Garcia. And I don't understand why he deserved to get all this support when he admitted that he would do anything to win after he came in 3 pounds overweight. He admitted then. He said he did that on purpose. And here you had this guy saying he didn't do it on purpose. But like I said before, earlier in the live, I guess you know more than Ryan Garcia know himself about Ryan Garcia business. I'm just saying. Ryan Garcia said the second sample gonna come back dirty. Y'all don't believe it though, do y'all? What can I say? Anyway, let's see what else we got going on. let's talk about why people really hate Bill. Because this is what I heard. I hate Bill because he lied all the time. Well, I say, ma'am or sir, so does everybody else. Only difference is when Bill might not tell the truth, it's in the furtherance of his son, and his son reaps the benefits from what he says. Case in point, Dev is a multimillionaire with his own production company, promoting these young fighters that's coming up as well as himself. That's something to be commended. You know, that's not something to be hated, in my opinion. So I just wonder why do people really hate Bill? Is it because what some people say that it's a lot of people that don't have dads or didn't grow up with dads? I don't think it's that. I think maybe it's more fathers that wish that they was that type of father to their seed, but wasn't able to for whatever reason. And they look and they see what this man has done with his words. And they might get a little envious of that. If I will have to ponder on it for a minute, that could be it. But I hope it's not, because to me that'll be a little bit weird. And then I ask myself, why do people love Tank so much? And I also think about this too. Just think about this. Say if Omega Red Salute family, welcome to the Chop Shop family. Just think about this. Say if I was the type of guy that just cared about my views and just cared about the people that subscribe to me. I'm looking around right now, and the channels that's really growing the fastest are the ones that are Tank fans. You know what I'm saying? Tank seems to get a lot more love out here than Devin does. That's just my opinion. And if I just switched over, damn, I thought hold on. Yeah, I made you a moderator on here. I don't know why it ain't got you showing up as a moderator yet, Thomas. See, I made you one on there. But anyway, if I was just to switch over and be a Tank fan, I think my channel would grow a lot faster. Over on some of my other brothers' channels that I go to that are Tank fans, because I can get along with a Tank fan. That we all just brothers. You know what I'm saying? That love of sport and got a favorite fighter. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So I go over on some of my brothers' pages as Tank fans, and I see like Coach Calvin and them come on today lives and stuff, and show them love. And that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I see that and I'll be like, man, if only I was just a Tank fan like that, I would probably be getting this too. You know what I'm saying? If I put in the work and started getting the recognition, of course that comes in, factors into everything. So if I was just to go over to that side, man, it'd be a whole lot easier, man. In my opinion, Tank is popular. Tank get knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Tank, he got skills too. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he's just I don't know, he's the A side to everybody. Let's just say that. It would be so easy, man. I seen another dude, Remo, my brother Remo. He got an opportunity, uh, being over there, being a Tank fan, to dress Calvin when they come do their press conference in New York, or I don't know if that's where they just did it at. But anyway, it was that press conference. He actually picked out Calvin's clothes. And that came from going over there to that channel over there and chopping it up with them, where Coach Calvin is on the panel, and the other coach, it just be a lot of people that's right there with Tank. They really got something to do with Tank. And he got an opportunity out of that, man, which is a beautiful thing. I love to see it, man. I love to see any brother coming up, man. It's a beautiful thing to me, but we should just be like that with, I don't know, with all the brothers. I feel like as long as they prove that they're a real brother, you know what I'm saying, never crossed you out or nothing like that, never disrespected you or nothing like that, then we should be like that with all brothers. I know that's probably just a hope and a dream, though, but that's just me, man. I want to talk about why I like Devin. I like Devin because, number one, he's a black young man. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I always said that's what I'm gonna do over here. I like him because he's a black young man. I like him because he's well-mannered, well-spoken. I like him because he's a great representation of our race. A true king. You know what I'm saying? And he did it off of his hard work, his sweat. Another thing I like about Devin is he seems to want to fight any and everybody. Like, he not picking and choosing. I know people say it's cap that he ever wanted to fight Tank, but I've seen Devin call Tank out several times. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, no contract has ever been sent to Devin from Tank's camp. And Tank is the clear A side. I said that before. And I say it again. Tank is the clear A side. I haven't seen anything come from Tank's camp to Devin. I'm just saying. Before this mishap happened with Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia being on that loud pack, along with them PED packs, I wanted to see Devin fight Matias, and I still do. I want to see Devin fight Tank. I want to see him fight Shakur. I want to see Shakur fight Tank. I want to see Shakur. I want to see T.O. fight Matias. That's really a fight that I want to see, man. I really want to see that. I was so disappointed to see that the fight between Beterbiev and Bivol was canceled because Beterbiev, I think he pulled something in his shoulder or in his bicep. I think he pulled a bicep. So if you didn't know, that fight is canceled. And man, I was sad to hear that, because out of all the fights that's coming up, that was the one I was most looking forward to seeing. Is that fight between Beterbiev and Bivol. I thought that was going to be a great clash, but I did see Beterbiev coming out as a victor in that scrap. I think he too much for Bivol. But I would love to see Beterbiev and Benavidez go at it too. Also, I mean, with that being canceled, If something was to happen with Better Biev's opponent, him and with Benavidez's opponent, him and Better Biev would be a great fight. I would love to see that fight, but that's a fantasy right now. I think that we let Canelo off the hook, with the way he's bouncing around Benavidez. It's like he just don't care, man. He don't care, this guy. He don't care how he look. He said he wasn't fighting no more Mexicans. And now here he is beating up on Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Lumping up on Jaime Munguia. After he just said he wasn't fighting no more Mexicans. But here he is fighting another Mexican. What's going on? I don't understand it, bro. And ain't nobody really saying nothing about that. That's crazy, bro. Ain't nobody expecting no Jaime Munguia to beat no Canelo. Nobody, bro. Nobody. But do I really hear people talking about that? No, because people scared of Canelo. For real. We better not say nothing about no Canelo over here. Shit. I say it, though. Canelo a duck. He a straight duck. And he acting like he's scared of Benavidez. Why you need $200 million to fight Benavidez, but you ain't need $200 million to fight Jaime Munguia? What's the difference? Canelo say 25 more pounds. Okay, but guess what, Canelo? If he really that much of a weight bully, then he killing himself to make that weight then. Which should be an advantage to you, right? Because we just seen that happen with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Devin killed himself to get down to 140. Ryan Garcia did not. And was the stronger man on fight night. Straight up. I mean, those just facts, y'all. Y'all can hate them or love them. They just facts. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not hearing the excuses, man, when it comes to Canelo. Hold Canelo feet to the fire like y'all hold Young Dead feet to the fire. Says your boy is stuck between the rock and the hard place. How? How, Omega? I don't know, man. I say it like this. Like I said earlier, if Ryan Garcia, let's just say Ryan Garcia didn't know that he was taking PEDs, right? Even if he didn't know, he still got the benefits of them, bro. They was in the system. And I just played a clip of the guy that helped Ryan Garcia lose 14 pounds before the fight. Say that when you start dropping weight, it releases those chemicals from the fat in your body that was stored in the fat in your body. And that's why people were saying, why he tests negative all the way up to the fight, then pop positive before the fight. That's why. And this was the person that helped him lose his weight saying this. He also said Derrick James was right there for the whole thing. So Derrick James, of course, knew that Ryan was going to come in overweight. And I said that to my wife when we was watching the press conference, that Derrick James knew because of the way he looked at Ryan when Ryan took that bet for $500,000 a pound. He looked at Ryan like, man, are you crazy? And then Ryan's father was like, no, Ryan. You know. And after that, he said, hey, I did that on purpose. He said, why would I lose all that weight and kill myself? I want to win. by any means necessary. Omega said he can't move up and can't keep killing himself trying to make weight. That's a fact, bro. Said sorry, bro, but dude can't run with the big dogs with no power. Yeah, I know that's what they say, Omega. That's what they say. But then you look at a person like Floyd Mayweather. Did he really have power? Not saying dead was Floyd. I'm just saying, can it be done? Can it be done? I don't know. Time will tell. Omega, you know, that's the beautiful thing about it. If they continue to fight like the best, continue to fight the best, then we'll know for sure. We won't have to think about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want. That's all I want. That's what I want. That's all I want, man. I just want to know who the best is, as we all should. I mean, we fans, they want us to pay for it. Why shouldn't we be getting the best fights? And if that's not what you want, then what do you want out of boxing? I'm just saying. That's all I want. So, you know, if a person is one of my favorite fighters and they lose, I ain't tripping. You know, it's how they lost, in my opinion. You know, Dad finished the fight on his feet, despite getting knocked down 3 times. And Ryan only won by a split decision. On top of that, sound like a close fight to me, despite the 3 knockdowns. And now let's add in Ryan was on PEDs. What? Because if he wasn't on PEDs, maybe them punches might not have hurt Deb so much. But we'll never know because he was on PEDs, benefiting from them effects. And you can't act like that ain't nothing. Hey, that's for you, Omega Red, not for me, bro. And you entitled to feel how you want to, bro. That's the difference between me and y'all. You can feel how you want. It don't affect me. I'm still going to feel my way. And then at the end of the day, when it comes down to the grand scheme of things within my life, none of that really means a lot. And if it means a lot to you, then maybe you got to look at yourself and ask yourself why it means so much to me. I'm just saying. Ask yourself why it means so much to you, bro. Because it don't mean that much to me like that. Hey, I was salty about the loss, but that's as far as it goes. Unlike some of my brothers, I don't know Dad personally. Just like I'm sure you don't know Tank personally. We'll see. I'm sure plenty of fighters done threw lefts at him before that fight. But when you hyped up on PEDs, you know what I'm saying? When you're hyped up on PEDs, you get a little faster, fast twitch muscles get to popping, a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Things can happen. I know you want to overlook that. I know that hurts. You wish it didn't happen, but it did happen though. You know what I'm saying? It did happen. I know you want to overlook that, but sorry, you can't. Can't overlook it, bro. I ain't gonna, not on my watch. For real. We ain't gonna just glass over that like it ain't nothing, bro. Just because it fits your narrative makes you happy because, oh, now maybe my favorite fighter ain't got to fight Dev no more. Maybe I ain't got to keep hearing this Devin stuff. But you still going to keep hearing it because you're hearing it now. I want to see the fight still. And a whole lot of other people do too. And that's just being straight up. That part, man. But look, man, I'm about to get on up out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. I'll be back same time, man. Same bad channel, man. DP Rocker say white fighters always want to have an advantage. That's facts. And Bob Arum admitted that they need an advantage. That part. With the no black fighter rule. Where else they ain't got no Mexican fighter rule over there. I'm just saying. But you know, it is what it is.